What's up, guys? Today we're going to be talking about the channel and an update. So before we get into this book haul video, I just want to update you guys about what's going to be happening because I'm going to have to go on the road for a little bit, probably not too long, and I do have several reviews that I've been spending some time getting in order so I can kind of release them while I'm gone, but also I'll probably be filming some stuff, outside of my house in Fairbanks because that's where I'm going to be going to tattoo. So just know that the background might change, but by all means, the show will go on. Now, with that being said, I am making some adjustments to my TBR because I'm not bringing my whole bookshelf with me. So there are going to be some books that are going to be pushed back a little bit, and I'm going to put some other ones in front, just because it's going to make it a lot easier on me during these times of travel. If you're somebody waiting for me to get into that second Apocalypse series, or the Aspect Emperor, I'm letting you know I'm waiting till I get home before I crack into that bad boy. I just want to be comfy, all right? But plus, guys, while I'm on the road, I will be doing my interview with Michael R. Fletcher, so keep an eye out for that bad boy. Really excited for that. But yeah, guys, just don't go nowhere, because I'm not going nowhere. All right? All right. Where that mailman at? Happy New Year, everybody. Mailman's back for another book haul. But before we get into it, I want to pay a little respect where respect is due, because when you guys send us books, we just love it oh so much. I'm just, hey, we're broke motherfuckers. So, when you help us out, it really is appreciated. So the first little shout out's going to go to Slowly Red's father-in-law for giving him a gift card where he was able to pick up a couple things. First one being Sandman Slim by Richard Kadrey. Now, guys, I don't know a whole lot about this, but from what I do understand, it's a bit of it's a series, and a little bit in vein of like a Dresden Files kind of series, except it's a little bit more dark. It's kind of like a Dresden Files meets Constantine from what I'm told. I could be way off, and if I am, good. Next up, I have A Little Hatred by Joe Abercrombie. So, guys, I don't know if this one needs a whole lot of explaining. I don't know exactly what's this book's all about, but it's book number 1 in the second trilogy of Joe Abercrombie's First Law world there. I like to look at his books like a series, so this is technically just the book that comes after Red Country. Next up, we got Promise of Blood by Brian McClellan. McClellan. Yeah, sure. So this is book number 1 in the Powder Mage trilogy, and I want to throw a big old shout out to my buddy John from Hey Y'all Listen Up for picking this bad boy up for me. This is a trilogy that has had my interest for a little while now, and I've been kind of, itching to get into it. So thank you, John, because this has really, just kind of moved it right up the list. I am hoping to get into this probably in March. I was planning on getting into it next month, but I think it's going to be pushed a little bit back. But either way, I've heard some mixed reviews on this whole deal. It's like some flintlock fantasy. It's something different for me, I'll tell you that. I have no idea anything about flintlock fantasy, so maybe my lack of experience might make this thing just a stunning read, or, maybe it'll be frustrating. We will find out, though. Thank you, John. Next, I want to throw a real big shout out to Larry, who hit me up and was like, hey, can I send you a book? And I was like, yeah, you can, man. And I got this bad boy. Congregation of Jackals. What's the author's name? S. Craig Zahler, I believe is how it's pronounced. So, guys, this is supposed to be a pretty gritty Western from what Larry was telling me, and I can't wait to get into it. I kind of forgot that I enjoy Westerns until Larry had mentioned something, and it just clicked and was like, oh, fuck yeah, man, can't wait to get this. And so now I got it, and this will be going on the road with me, so look out, because I will be doing a review on this fairly soon. Big old shout out. Thank you, Larry. Next up, we got a book that was sent to us anonymously. So whoever out there, thank you very much. But I do want to kind of extrapolate on this a little bit. So this book being sent to me, especially anonymously, made me think, it was like, who did this come from? Especially the book that it is. And I could only come up with two different things. It was like it either came from my grandma or somebody that had the most endearing thought while sending me the book, or this is the best work of a troll that I have ever seen. Guys, like this could possibly be God tier trolling. What's the book? Merriam's Webster's fucking dictionary. So if you're a person that sent me this book and you are just, you're like, hey, it's a booktuber, you could probably use a dictionary. That way you can, learn new words. Well, thank you. If this is a troll's gift, well, fucking thank you too, man. And whoo, touche. Oh, man, that was one hell of a whistle. Well, you know what I mean? I'm not going to back up and edit that shit out. Either way, guys, I'm not sure exactly what the fuck this means. Do you want me to stop making my own words up? Because it's not going to happen. If you want me to stop using the word dastardly so much, probably not going to happen either. If you think that I'm using a word and it's probably being used wrong, most likely it is. And, the other thing is, I think that this dictionary is faulty because when I went to go find the description or the definition, I should say, of the word dumb fuck, I did not see a picture of myself. So I think that this one probably was a misprint. It's in some rough condition, but hopefully you got it cheap. Yeah, you know what I mean? That's one hell of a book. All right. So next up, found a couple books, just scrounging through the used bookstore. Shout out to Tidal Wave. Anyway, I got these bad boys. Caverns of Black Ice by J.V. Jones. For, those of you that might have not have noticed, I am lacking in the female author department. Some of you have noticed and have let me know repeatedly. So here is one book of the several that I'm going to be trying to get into this year. I don't know a whole lot about Caverns of Black Ice, besides that it's actually supposed to be kind of a little bit dark, kind of sword and sorcery style. And then boom, Legend by David Gemmell. So I've been getting into the Black Company, been getting into Elric, did my Grimdark kind of video and stuff, and was blown away with the amount of people that asked me if I was going to get into David Gemmell. And I don't know a whole lot about David Gemmell. I know he's highly praised, especially this book. So I'm excited to get into it. You know what I mean? Like another one I want to pick up is Conan, but for right now, we got Legend on deck, guys. And speaking of old school, akadoosh. That's right, guys. Elric. We're continuing the journey. Going on next month, we'll be picking up this bad boy, the Fortress of Pearl. After that, I believe it's the Sailor of the Seas of Fate. I could probably be getting that all wrong, but at least I'm getting this right. This is the next one. This is the next one we will be reading, goddammit. Why am I so bad at this? Next up, we got Another Night by J. Kristoff. So this is another book, like all these fucking books, I just don't know that much about. But from what I do know, this, I believe, is about kind of like an elite assassin school training, something along those lines. But the thing that really kind of caught me with this is that, I hear it's dark, but also I hear that it's kind of written a little bit differently, that maybe J. Kristoff has a writing style or a prose that it might be powerful or poetic, and that kind of draws me in, especially after, after devouring all that Baker, it's like, dude, I kind of crave a little bit of that powerful prose and that intelligent writing. So we will be diving into this and finding out if we will find some of that in here. I am pretty excited for the writing style, maybe just not so much excited for the premise. I'm not super excited about going to an assassin's training school. It sounds like a million other fucking books, but hopefully this one's written well and differently so it stands out amongst the rest. We will see. Jeez. And next up we got Wait. The Court of Broken Knives by Anna Smith Spark. Guys, Anna Smith Spark is supposed to be the Queen of Grimdark. Well, we're going to find out. I actually have high hopes. I have read an interview with her that really, gave me a great impression that she was a very intelligent woman, and I cannot wait to dive into her work. Once again, don't know a whole lot about this trilogy. I do know that she said that she was influenced by Baker. That made it really high on my list. I've heard from my good buddy David Desero that she has a very poetic prose. Once again, another thing that's pulling me into the fold. It's supposed to be pretty dark and dastardly. Honestly, this is probably one of my most anticipated reads of this year, and I will be getting into it next month. Next up, we got Chaching, City of Lies by Sam Hawke. So guys, this is another book that I don't know a whole lot about, just like the rest of them. But from what I understand, this is book number 1 in the duology of the Poison Wars. Now, Sam Hawke is another female author, and she kind of got put on my radar when I was watching a video of Petrix. So he speaks pretty highly of this this duology, but then also, when I started to kind of do a little digging into the premise, it started finding out like all the political intrigue and whatnot that is supposed to lay within these pages. I'll tell you what, once again, this is another pretty big anticipated read for me this year, and I can't wait to get into it. Next up, we got Ghost of Tomorrow by Michael R. Fletcher. So guys, if you've been following this channel for any length of time, you'll know I'm a big old Michael R. Fletcher fan, and this book sounds exciting. It's like a cyberpunk western from what I understand. I'll tell you right now, Michael R. Fletcher is an idea guy. You leave him alone for too long and he's going to create an entire new series of books. But one way or the other, I can't wait to see what this madman has cooked up again. Ugh. Now, the last two you may have seen back there on my shelf over the last couple of weeks, so it shouldn't be any surprise that I picked up these bad boys. That's right, guys. This is book 1 and 2 in the Aspect Emperor series by R. Scott Baker. I was a huge am a huge fan of the Prince of Nothing trilogy, and this is the most anticipated series I'm going to be getting into this year. I cannot fucking wait. But I also know how dense and just amazing this can be, how much it can ask of a reader. So at the same time, I'm waiting till I get back from Fairbanks to get comfy and kick this thing off proper like. So that will be with The Judging Eye. That'll be book 1, and then I'll be rolling into The White Luck Warrior. Is that right? The White Luck Warrior, yes. Which will be book 2, which is also significantly larger. I'm going to be trying to pick up the next 2 books. I noticed that the next one is actually kind of hard to get your hands on, but one way or the other, we're going to fucking get our hands on it. Even if we got to kill an entire guy. Am I incriminating myself right now? Oh, okay. Well, you know what? Just forget all that shit we were talking about. And, hey, look, there's some books, kids. Well, that's going to be it for this month, guys. Hopefully this was a little, enjoyable. Hopefully it was a little entertaining. Hopefully it was educational as much as it was confusing. And if it was all those things in one, well, then I'm doing my fucking job and I should be maybe be back next month. I don't know. That'll depend if we can accumulate a pile of books or not, or if I'm back in town. We shall see. Like I said, going on the road, but do not worry because this thing is coming with me. And so content will be dropping just as regular. Just like I said, maybe the background might change, but you're still going to get that same silly flavor. Tastes like vomit.